Welcome to the Tiffany Mika podcast. What we do here is build the belief in you to accomplish your dreams in your sport. I'll be your mentor and give you the skills, strategies and guidance to make it happen. Dream big, believe in you and go after your dreams. Now let's get into today's episode. Hey there, Tiff you. Welcome to Tiffany Mika podcast. So excited for you to be here. Can't wait to share with you today what's been going on. I know I've been silent for quite some time and I do apologize for that. And I know my intention is always to be more consistent with sharing good quality content with you. But I'm going to share with you two main reasons of why you haven't heard from me for a while. So number one is quality content. The big thing that I always want to make sure is that I give you or you receive from me quality information that will make a difference for you. So if you don't hear from me and have been inconsistent with sharing content with you and ways in which how you can perform better in your sport, well, the reason for that is because I don't want to just record something for the sake of it. I actually want to give you good quality content that's going to make a difference so that you're actually going to perform better in your sport. So if you haven't heard from me, that is the reason why. That's one of the reasons. Number two is that I've actually been in a process of exploration as well. And so what I mean by that is what's been happening over here in Sydney, Australia, is that it has been pouring with rain for the last 2 months. So we've had a lot of wet weather, and my teaching, whether I teach tennis or golf, is outdoors. So I don't have an indoor facility where I can teach, so therefore I'm teach outdoors, and I haven't had the opportunity to be teaching. So I've been on this process of exploration. I've been exploring and contemplating what I will do next in my career because I've had some time to do that. So normally, as you know, when you're in the thick of things and you're in the process of training and, practicing and performing and competing and, and all the other things that you do in your life, you tend to just be in that process of doing. So what I've given myself the chance is to, okay, let's contemplate what is it that I want to do, moving forward. Let's have a look at some things that have been going on, and what else is it that I could do in my life that, make my heart sing, make me feel happy, make me help make differences in people's lives. What are the things that I can be doing? So what I've been been doing and identifying is that I've actually started writing some new books. So I'm actually in the process of writing 3 new books, one kids book, and another 2 other books in ways in which to help you develop and become the person that you want to become. So there's a few different areas that I'm working on in that. So I'm really excited about that. I'm also looking at going back to uni as well and doing some further study. So, masters in high performance sport, because I love that. So I've been looking at that and how I can get back into uni and doing that. I've been looking at ways in which I can travel and educate people like yourself, and becoming a more successful athlete and being the type of athlete that you want to be, which then in turn will help you be the type of person that you want to be. Also looking at ways in which I can do more speaking engagements and so on, because I'd love to be able to do that as well. So, and I've been looking at ways in which I can perform better in, the ways in which I play sport, especially in tennis and golf, and also the ways in which I can train better at the gym and how I can engage my mental side more. And there's a lot of things going on here, and really the list is unlimited. So I've been giving myself that opportunity to do that. So that's why you haven't heard from me. Okay, so with all this exploration that I've been doing, is what I've also identified as some breakthroughs in sports performance. So this is what I'm keen to show you today in how you are actually going to perform better in your sport, because I always test things out on myself. So not only techniques in the skills in the sports that I play especially, but also in training as well, at the gym and so on, and also the mental side, because at the end of the day, in how you're going to perform, it's all going to be about what's going on in your head. Okay, so I always look at ways in which to improve not only that from a sports performance point of view, but also ways in which you can also apply it in life. Okay, because both of them will link up or dovetail together nicely in how you are, off the field, so to speak. And how you operate off the field is actually going to be how you operate on the field because of what's going on in your mind. So what I'm really excited about today is to share these with you, and I hope that you enjoy them, because it's been an amazing breakthrough of what I've discovered, and it's going to help you in your sports performance. So you're going to be performing so much better in your sport, and also you're going to be... it's going to help you in everyday life as well, because remember, what you are like in one thing, you're going to be like that in other things as well. So I'm really excited. So I'm going to share with you some steps. There's actually 10 steps on what you can be doing. It will go much deeper than what I'm sharing with you, but I'm going to give you the overview, and over time, I'll help you develop that much deeper throughout these podcast episodes, and also with books that I write, and especially the new books that I've been working on, and also ways in which that you are going to perform better. Okay, so I can't wait to share this with you. So I'm just going to quickly share with you what spurred this episode on, what I've been working on, and then I'll share those 10 steps with you. So a few days ago, I played golf with my mum, because I always have a hit with my mum, because I love my mum. You always got to look after your mum, because she's been all so wonderful to you. So that's my way in which I can give back to my mum, is I can play golf with her and help her with her golf. And we haven't actually played for about 6 weeks. As I've said to you, it's been very wet over here. So and the courses have been closed. So which also means that because my mum and I haven't played golf together, I haven't done any practice or anything either, because I've been working on some other things which I've been sharing with you. And so that, if you haven't played or performed for a while, you expect that you're going to be a bit rusty, no practice and so on. So, you're like, okay, well, no expectation. How are you going to play well because you haven't put the training and so on into it? But I'll admit to you, and especially with your own performance, you've probably attained a pretty good skill level. So my level in golf is good because I teach it, and I've worked on becoming the good golfer that I am. I haven't let that slide. I've put the work into it. So which is great, because I can just go back into shifting into, I know what's going to work well, because I understand how my game operates. But what I will share with you in what happened the other day was like incredible, and I'll actually say it was magical. And in order to let the magic happen and to make that magic appear, these are the processes that I went through. So like I said, it's a process, and it's possible to happen, and it's a way in which we can make our performances happen the way that we want them to. So the most important thing that I identified in that game, actually there was 2 areas. One was the calmness and being peace within. So what I've been working on, especially the last couple of years, is working on ways in which to be much more calm and to be much more at peace within. So not only from a sporting point of view, more from a life point of view, because I know that if I'm calm within in life and at peace within and happy within who I am, I know that I will perform better when I compete. And so I will say to you now that this is a major ingredient to success in your sports performance. And if you are not at peace and not at calm and you're not happy within, that will affect why you will not be performing well, okay, in your sport. So we need to make sure that that's happening. And also, focusing on those things that you know that you're going to compete well at. Okay, so for when I was playing golf with my mum the other day, I knew that if I focused on being calm within, tapping into my subconscious, because there's a way I've discovered just recently on how I can do that. So that's key. That's going to be another major element. But also just focusing on one thing. And the thing that I focused on in golf the other day was making good contact with the ball. So the big thing, whether it be tennis, be golf, or whatever your sport is focusing on that one element that you know that you're going to perform really well at. And I know that in golf, if you focus on good contact, everything else tends to come together. So I've just shared with you a couple of things already, haven't I? Or a few things already, is being calm or at peace within, happy within, focusing on one thing. And the other thing is ways in which to tap into the subconscious mind, which I'll share with you in the future. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share with you, and by the way, before I share the 10 steps, it was magical. I was so consistent, and it was probably the best golf I have played, and in a sense of playing from the zone. So we talk about how to play golf in the zone, or how to play sport rather in the zone, because I know what it's like in various sports, because I've played a lot of different sports over the years, of how to when you play in the zone, it's a magical experience. Everything just flows. I'm going to share these 10 steps with you, because these are ways in which that you can get into the zone, have that magical experience, and performing the way that you want. So I'm going to give you the steps and the instruction around it, but over time I'm going to go much deeper into it so that we can, and you can, make much more sense of how to do it, okay? But these are the steps that we're going to be talking about, the 10 steps, and then I want you to get to work at that. And if you have any questions, please email me and ask me more, okay? Because I'm quite happy to share with you. So step number 1, and these are in no particular order. I haven't set them up in order at this stage. I just want to share with you what they are. Okay, number 1, be clear. So it's important that you are to be very clear on what it is that you want to accomplish. So I want you to be thinking of it this way. Every thought and every feeling that you have within will be a reflection to the outside world. Okay, so you will actually see the result in the outside world of what's going on in your mind, and also how you feel about it. Okay, so what I want you to make sure is that if you're very observant and you actually observe what's going on, you'll actually see how your thoughts and your feelings will be a result in the real world, okay, in the reality of your world. So I want you to make sure that you are very clear, and I mean crystal clear, with what you think and what you feel, because out there in the world, that's going to be a reflection. So be very, very clear, okay? Number 2, I am statements. And I am statements is what you declare and decide yourself to be, okay? So for an example, I am unlimited. I am focused. I am kind. I am peace. I am happiness. I am powerful. I am strong. The list is endless. I have so many I am statements that I repeat on a daily basis, both morning and evening, to ensure that I am focused on those I am statements, and that's how I operate in my daily life. So we want to make sure that you're doing that also. So write out those statements, those I am, whatever it is you are, statements. I am confident. I am an exceptional sports person. I am a confident sports person. I am exceptional. I am unlimited, right? Write out those statements, and then you want to make sure that you read them out daily. I find that especially in the morning, if you read them out in the morning, again, that helps you set up for a successful day because you are dictating on how you believe that you are, okay? Number 3, meditate. Now, you've heard me talk about meditation frequently. You've heard me talk about how to focus, ways in which the breathing techniques are going to help you. And especially over this year, I've been experimenting with different forms of meditation. And what I've discovered recently, I found the best way in the sense of meditation. It's very, very simple breathing technique, is to breathe in deep for 10 and count yourself through that. So you breathe in and you count up to 10. So you've got a nice deep breath and then you just release. And what I mean by from that meditation is that's just going to help you relax. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're working on staying and meditating and being relaxed and doing all of that. Even if you did it for 5 minutes in the day, that's going to be key. There's other ways in which we can do that, but I want you to just focus on that for now, okay? Number 4, connecting to your spirit. This is so major. This is where the massive breakthrough that I've noticed, and it's the connection to your inner spirit, your spirit inside, you're deep within your soul. Okay, it's to your subconscious mind. And what I've found is that's that connection between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, that they actually connect and work together as a team, and how that makes a difference. And that's been like massive, massive breakthrough. Never experienced that ever before. This has been key especially in the last couple of weeks. It's only recent, but I'm like, now I get it. And that was why I performed so much better when I played golf the other day as well, because I have discovered on how to get that connection, okay? So that's really, really crucial element. Number 5, visualization. So you've heard that plenty of times before through probably many things that you've heard from me and other people, is how important visualization is. And you bet it is exactly what you need to be doing. You need to visualize. And so what I said earlier on the number one step was to be very clear on what you want to happen, what you want to see happen, because it is crucial in order for you to get and perform the way that you want to. You've got to actually see those mental images. Number 6, feel it. You've actually got to feel that connection with the visualization, okay? So what you're feeling is, I find that if you can feel it in your mind and then feel it through your body, that's where the connection is. That's where we're going to be able to connect with our subconscious as well. And so you've got that picture or that video clip that you see in your mind on how you want to perform, for example. Then you feel that connection between mind and body. So you'll feel it in your mind and you'll feel it filter through your body. You've actually got to feel it. It's so, so important, because this is where we're going to get that connection, okay? Number 7, trust. This is so important. Once you've done all of that, right, you've had that meditation, you've connected with your spirit, your soul, you've been visualizing, you can feel it. It's all about you trusting what you have created, right? Trusting what you've felt. And then you just get on and then you do that. So you focus on trusting the feel of it. And then you get out there and you start doing it. But you have that all-knowing trust that you know that every time that you do that skill, or you compete, or you perform at a particular thing that you're performing at, what a competition, whatever it may be, you have complete trust in it. You don't doubt it, you trust it. Number 8, set an intention. So when you are going to train, you are going to practice, you are going to compete, you're going to, put all these things into play. What you want to do is set an intention on how it is that you want to feel, okay? Not like what score you want to get or that you want to win. It's how you want to feel and what that most important thing is in what you've got to do. So, for example, what I like to do when I play either tennis or golf, I'll use those as the examples, is the intention that I set is making good contact. So in tennis, it's about making sure I hit the ball out in front. I can see the racket come through the ball. In golf, it's feeling that good contact through the ball and trusting that. Okay, so it's setting that intention. Number 9, completely stay in the moment. Another key element here. This is what you must be. You must be completely in the here and in the now, in that moment. Because if you are completely present on what you are doing, which means you're not thinking about a past performance or anything like that, what happened in the past, you're not thinking about what's going to happen in the future, you are completely in the here and in the now, this is where you're going to perform at your best, right? One step at a time. Even when you go to the gym, even when you're training, right? So, for example, like when I've been training, especially in the last week or two, I am so engaged in what I'm doing. I have no idea what's going on outside my world. I've got specific things that I listen to, and then I am just focused on being in the moment. So whether I'm doing a cycling regime, for example, so I'm building up strength in my legs and quickness and speed and endurance and everything like that, I'm completely focused in that. If I'm training in the sense of weights, I'm completely focused in whatever muscle group I'm working on. If I'm doing yoga, I'm completely focused on the movement and staying present in that movement and just doing what I can control in that time, okay, in that moment. So you've got to completely stay in the moment. Number 10, focus on one thing. And what is the most important thing, or what is the most important thing that you've got to focus on that's going to make that stroke work, make that punch work, make that kick work, whatever your sport is? What is it that you know that when you focus on that particular element in your sport that you know that you can perform at your best? That should be your focus. Shouldn't be anything else. Focus on that one thing. So like I said earlier, for me, like in golf, it's working on good contact with the ball. So that's what the focus is. In tennis, it's making sure that I'm seeing that ball, but I'm seeing the racket come through the ball. I can actually see it. So that's what we need to make sure that what we are focused on. Okay, so I'm going to quickly run through what those are again, those 10 steps. Be clear is number 1. Number 2, I am statements. Number 3, meditate. Number 4, connection to your spirit. Number 5, visualization. Number 6, feel it. Number 7, trust. Number 8, set an intention. Number 9, stay in the moment. Number 10, focus on one thing. So if you do those 10 steps and you are consistent with them, because like I said to you, I'm focusing on those on a daily basis, and I'm doing that and I'm applying that to everything that I do, not only in sport, but also in life, in the gym, everything that I do. If you focus on that, this is where you're going to get into the zone, right? We all like to get into that zone, that flow. And I'm calling that's where the magic is. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'd love it if you would share with me what you like best about what you heard, wherever you're hearing this podcast episode, or if you'd like to send me an email and connect with me, let me know what you like best about what you heard. Love to hear from you. And if you've got friends that you know that would benefit from these episodes, please share them with your friends so that we can help them also reach their potential, build their belief, build their confidence so that they're performing well in their sport as well. okay? And that you've got someone that you can work with as well. That will help you, okay? Working as a team will help you. I'm part of your team as well, by the way. So I want you to dream big, believe in you, go after your dreams, and then have an absolutely magical day. Take care. Talk soon. Bye for now. Before you go, do you want to perform better in your sport? Play with full confidence. Focus will help you accomplish that. It's my lessons learned from sport and how to apply them to accomplish your big sports dreams. To get a copy of Focus, go to tiffany-mika.com. Look forward to seeing you there. Dream big, believe in you, go after your dreams.